Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Go.
You're set. Three butt.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Focus, defense, focus. Shoot.
Sony Michel, his first carry. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, let's go. Check tight end. Check 9. Check tight end. 51.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
What is that? 19! 51. Yeah. You don't want none.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
What's that? 19. Mike, 45. 10-24. Wide. Get wide. Check. 54.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Who do you want? Go. Check the backer.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Choose the mic. Get the ball. Follow. Let him go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
I smell fear in that offense. You go crazy. You got time right there. Mike 2. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Joker. Here we go. Even.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
What's that? Pick it up.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more out to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Rush in.
Here's Winston. Incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Miller. He's got it. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's flip.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Everyone got four down. Mike, two. Watch two. I hope you brought your left side. Mike, two. Watch the backer. Watch twin. Watch safety creeping.
Here's Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Don't be mad.
And 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10.
Single receiver. Wait. Single receiver. Mike, two. Watch two. Yep. Watch the twist. Mike, two. Let's make these. Let's make these babies cry.
To throw is Winston. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're going to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Back to throw, Watson. He'll find Metcalf. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
54. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Watson on first down to Michelle on the screen. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To throw is Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crack. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple C. Mike 2.
Winston now to throw on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Jameis to throw it. He completes this into the hands of Miller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Green, triple C.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A quick throw here out to Brown. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Sony Michel with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Chance. Check 9. Wait. To the mic. We own them. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Bang. Watch twist. Hey, even. Action. Where we go?
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Watch the run.
Winston now. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
They don't want it. Keep playing.
Second and 8 at the 48-yard line.
Let's get it. Come on. Sunday.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Slam.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Logan. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First down, Buccaneers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, even. SOS. Let him go.
On 1st down, it's Logan. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run with Michelle. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
From the red zone now, Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it first and 10 up at the 20. They'll run it here with Logan. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Mike two. Lost the pass.
Let's convert.
No. Big Ed. Choose the mic.
Now Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 53 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Switch up. Watch the edge. Switch.
They'll run it with Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Tight dog.
On the carry, it's Logan. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Target. Hey, 5-0. Lucky. Back.
They run with Logan. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
5-0. Choose the mic. Here we go.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Check 3.
On first down, it's Logan. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Now Winston. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 45 to mine. Check 45 to mine.
Watson now to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Following the penalty, Michelle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now here's Hill. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 50. Straight white. Shit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And Winston lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Mike 2, Mike 2.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
Check it back.
Even.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here we go, even.
Check 37. Check 37.
The first down throw for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready. Move ready. Flip.
Off the slant. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Green, triple team.
Choose the mic. Come on. You better bring it.
Zoom.
Mike 2.
5-0.
One last shot now for Winston. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a few.